Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene, alongside the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for being here as always.
Thank you, Seth. Looking forward to some fun today. Let's do it.
That's right. We got a very fascinating episode today. We are interviewing Ryan Hogan, the co-founder of huntakiller.com. Hunt a Killer. Their mission is to revolutionize the entertainment industry, by challenging conventional forms of storytelling to providing interactive entertainment that positions participants as characters in their very own thrilling murder mystery stories, but no one is hurt in the production of this event. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. So how did the idea of huntakiller.com, this interactive experience by mail with the digital component, come about?
Yeah, I think, probably it all starts way before Hunt a Killer, and it's just a natural evolution of a vast journey of entrepreneurship. But, this was really my partner and I's background is in the experiential industry or the obstacle race. And we came out of that in 2013. And fast forward to 2016, we were just looking for experiences that people were gravitating towards. And 2016 was, escape rooms coming over from Europe and Asia. You had interactive theater like the off-Broadway Sleep No More. And you still had adventure races, which were still kind of, lingering around. And so Hunt a Killer V1 was not a subscription. It was where we transformed a 200-acre campground into a living crime scene. We brought all these people down, and they got to wander around the campground and stumble upon crime scenes, and there was actors there that you can engage with. And we just realized that the concept or the business model just didn't scale. And so we pivoted, and we felt like we had product market fit and from an immersive entertainment standpoint in this space. And so we just looked across the industry of different types of business models that we could use to scale the concept. And now we've got Hunt a Killer, the subscription box where, we deliver it to doorsteps each month.
Okay, absolutely fascinating. You went from, I believe you started with 47 members the first time you attempted to sell it and commercialize it, to now over 55,000 people playing every single month.
Yeah, we actually have over 100,000 people playing.
You got to change your website.
I know. Yeah, that's
growing too fast.
It's going too quick. Yeah, we're shipping anywhere from 35 to 40,000 boxes a week right now. It's growing rapidly.
So Ryan, I remember, and I know it still exists, the game board Clue, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do people say, is it that kind of a thing? I mean, how does this work virtually now? Because you used to do it at your facility. Now is this where you show people how to do it at their own house, or how do people go about executing the event?
Yeah, so we actually ship a box each month. And so we took that event concept that we had back in 2016, which is, the whole objective of Hunt a Killer is to immerse people into a story. And so, it just so happens that you become a detective with Hunt a Killer. But the whole purpose is to help people escape, help them kind of break reality and also assist with connection and community. You know, we have over 126,000 people in a secret Facebook group, and they're all in there just having amazing conversations, both about the experience and their personal lives. But, you know, Hunt and Killer today is this, it is clues and it's items and it's correspondence, and it's delivered right to your doorstep. And you open up your package, everybody starts at the same spot. So everybody gets episode 1. It's a little bit of an introduction. You've got to solve some things, and you know, the completion point is figuring out what the murder weapon is, and then you move to the next episode. But you know, we get that question a lot of how does this compare to other experiences like Clue? And the biggest thing there is we immerse you in a story. So it's part game, it's part alternate reality, it's all of these things that are just mixed into one.
And I'll chime in as a consumer, if that's all right. So I would say it's Clue on steroids, because Clue, you moved around the board and you made guesses as to what the murder weapon might be or what room it happened, just by process of elimination and by what cards other players had. This, there's an entire storyline of character, of like there's a forensic report and there's letters from people to each other. And like the first one, in this case, the murder took place in a theater, a Broadway theater, which of course has my daughter, who's a musical theater actress, obsessed now with lighting cues and prop lists and who had what part in the show and letters to each other. So it's way more than just, I'm going to move my piece around a board. It's, you have to read it all. And then my family, I would like to congratulate you. You got my kids off their electronics for an hour, which
That's
normally
amazing.
doesn't happen unless there's a sport involved. So
That's the whole point.
yeah, we were all debating, okay, because the episode 1, you got to figure out what's the murder weapon. And we were all trying to figure out, based on the different clues in each piece of paper, there's a digital component, there's a website with virtual files you go look at, and they're fighting with each other over which one thinks this is what happened. And just watching them immerse themselves in the story and really try and solve the mystery, I was like, oh my God, like he's gotten my kids off their electronics. They're not watching TV. They're not on Netflix. They're not on their iPads. And they're literally having a discussion that isn't about what mommy cooked for dinner.
Yep. That's the vision. That's the vision, right? You know, when we started this company, the whole idea is to bring families, to bring loved ones closer together, to build communities around immersive entertainment. And so, you know, I wish I could say that this was me. At this point, we've got an amazing team of writers, graphic designers, editors, game designers, you know, all pumping out just amazing immersive experiences out of Baltimore.
So Ryan, I want to understand the business side here. So when somebody signs up and you mentioned they get a box, did they solve the murder, the first box, or is this multiple boxes, or what? How does the whole thing work as a customer?
Yeah, so it's definitely multiple boxes. And so how we think about our experience is much like a television show. And so we have different seasons, and each season is 6 episodes. And we have very standard, you know, story arcs where we take people through kind of mini arcs through each episode, and everything culminates into a season finale where you finally discover who did it, why they did it. You really get to start putting all those pieces together. But it's just
each episode is a box, Kevin. So every month you're getting the next part of the mystery. So you're hooked, and you have to stick around long enough till the end. And then what I'm assuming Ryan is alluding to now is 6 months from now, when we have solved murder number 1, our investigation agency is going to get assigned another case. And Ryan's a smart marketer, so they're just going to be case after case after case. So I will never leave.
It's true. And you're probably going to expedite too, because that's been the biggest feature that we've had is people
binge watch.
They want to binge. And so we've got an expedite button, and a majority of our members get through a season much quicker than 6 months.
Which is smart, because then you got speed of revenue.
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say, Seth?
I said that's smart. The binge button is smart because you don't want to have drop off in the next month. And obviously, if I say, give me all 6 right now, that's a big time velocity of money if I'm making 6 purchases up front as opposed to 1 at a time.
Yep, exactly.
Can people opt out if they get 1 box and for whatever reason it's just they didn't use it, they didn't engage, that whatever, bad timing? Can they stop after that box, or are they obligated to take all 6?
So it depends on which package or which plan that you're on. So we have three different plans. One is month to month, and it's $30 per month plus $3.95 for shipping. And then we also have full season plans and 2-season plans. So 6 and 12-month plans. And 6 month is $165, 12-month is $300, and it's free shipping. So it depends on which plan you're in. Typically, a lot of our customers come through a 6-month plan, so they are committed at that point.
Right.
But at any point in time, you can pause. You can pause and reactivate, so you have complete control over your experience.
And so from a customer value standpoint, I'm a numbers guy when it comes to, getting customers, customer acquisition cost versus lifetime value of the customer. Are you getting customers on like Facebook and Instagram and digitally across the board? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much our, when we started this thing, we are starting to get into diversified revenue or diversified marketing channels. But, when we started this thing back in 2016, it was really all about tapping into those podcast communities, because the true crime podcasts back then were just exploding, and they were creating these amazing micro communities or these pockets all over the place that we could just tap into. And then second, it has always been Facebook. Now we're starting to get a little bit better at influencer marketing and just generally organic creative affiliates, podcasts, television. We're in a lot of different channels at this point, but Facebook's a huge part of that for sure.
And I was talking to Seth earlier, from a financial standpoint, this has been a huge success. I mean, my understanding is you guys have had not just millions, but maybe tens of millions in sales. Is that correct?
Yeah. So last year we actually did top line 27.5 million, which was about 2x or 100% year-over-year growth from the year prior. So we did 15 million or 14.5 million the year prior, 27.5 last year, and then we're on track for somewhere between 50 to 55 million this year.
That's amazing. Fantastic. And you have partners in this business, or how do you delegate the duties internally of all the responsibilities?
Yeah, so we've got a team of, today we're sitting around 60 teammates. And so it was a co-founder and I that started this company. Since then, we've developed a very talented and extremely experienced executive team. So we've got, a CFO, a chief product officer, chief operations officer, all the way across. And so we're set up very kind of standard from that perspective. But we are actually in the process of rolling out a system called Entrepreneurial Operating System, EOS. And so, he
was on our show a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gino?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So we've been in the process of rolling that. So we've got the visionary, the integrator, and then split out into different business units.
So it is, as an entrepreneur, I always think about exit. What's the exit strategy? Have you guys been working on some kind of an exit from this? Because if you're going to do 50 some million this year after year after year growth like that, that's phenomenal. That's what somebody looks for in an acquisition.
Yeah, it's something that we've certainly thought about and we've toyed with. The problem right now with where we're at is we have a lot of different irons in the fire. And so, right now we have Hunt to Killer subscription product, which is like a television series. And then we have a whole bunch of premium experiences. But what we did in 2019 is we developed a retail experience, and we launched it at the New York Toy Fair in February. And we didn't really know what to expect or what the outcome would be of something like that. But we wound up walking away with purchase orders from both Target and Amazon. And so in Q4 of this year, we'll actually have a Hunt to Killer experience on the shelves of Target. And in addition to that, we're launching in partnership with Lionsgate. I don't know when this is going to air, but in partnership with Lionsgate, we're releasing a secondary subscription where we really start to expand into different genres. And so, when we think about an exit strategy, it's all about how many different channels can we validate and how can we grow to obviously increase that value. And right now, I don't think is the right time, but it's something we're certainly thinking about as far as like, what does the exit look like? And, is there a way to IPO in 3 years, or is this where a strategic takes us out within the next 24 to 36 months?
Yeah.
Sure. And you've also got, you've got a proven model, which you mentioned genre transfer. It does, obviously you could look at other things that aren't just murder, like solve a crime related. There's so many additional ways that you could probably play with this that would open you up to fan bases and subscribers that would never be attracted to hunt a killer. But, you know, I'm making something up, but like grab a teddy bear. I mean, whatever it is, there's so many other, I mean, you could become like the largest distributor of in-home immersive interactive entertainment. I mean, you could rival a movie studio at some point.
That's the goal, right? And that's really what we're going after here. And you know, the partnership with Lionsgate has been amazing, and it's really going to allow us to tap into some amazing audiences that are outside of the true crime space.
What it appears, you've got a COVID-proof business too. Right? I mean,
I would imagine it went up during COVID because people were looking for more things to do.
Yeah, it definitely did. And so we certainly experienced a roller coaster of a ride when the quarantine went in and the pandemic started to spread throughout the US. You know, our biggest, I think everybody has had challenges throughout this environment. Our challenge has really been locking down the supply chain and ensuring that we can continue to ship amazing experiences to doorsteps each month. You know, but when we think about COVID, you know, today, what we're really concerned about is what is the economics look like, you know, the economy 2, 3, 4 months from now. And that's where I don't think anybody's COVID proof. And we really start to look at how can we, you know, how can we navigate through those times?
And congratulations. The Target is a great move as you start expanding, looking for sort of your standard kind of distributions. Target's great, Amazon's great, movies, Lionsgate. I think, I don't know if John Feldheimer is still running Lionsgate, but that could be a good exit possibly. You know, so that's something to, you know, I always think about, you know, who is that possibility down the road, you know, and then build the business to make the numbers work for that entity. So so good luck in that regard. I hope the Lionsgate deal works well. That's just in development now.
No, we're done development, and we're launching September 15th. So you'll see our new brands. It'll be under the Hunt a Killer umbrella, so it'll be on huntakiller.com, and we'll just have 2 different genres that we're offering at that point.
I think, I mean, Kevin and I have a relationship, but with the Harmon brothers, who have been known as the kings of viral video, and they made some of their viral characters became so popular that those got reverse turned into television shows. I'm wondering if there's a Hunt a Killer physical TV like series in the future. Yeah,
we're working on that too. I can't get too much into those details. We're still pretty early on it, but we do have all the pieces together. We just went to market with it, see what we can do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You built an amazing business. We know your time is valuable. Anything else you want to share that we didn't think to ask you?
No, I think that's it. Just a big shout out to the team. You know, we just passed an incredible milestone last week. We shipped our 2 millionth box, and that's really a testament to the blood, sweat, and tears of everybody that's cranking around the clock to make this thing work. So, you know, big shout out to my team.
Well, Ryan, thanks for being here. And all the days I'm spending at home, I've got to go check the program out and start one with my family and give it a try. So thanks for inventing this and being an amazing entrepreneur in the process. So congratulations. Good luck to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks, everybody. This has been Seth Greene and Kevin Harrington from Sharkpreneur with Ryan Hogan from huntakiller.com. Go get your box now.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.